ourselves real by telling the truth. Man can hardly forget that he needs to know the truth, for the instinct to know is too strong in us to be destroyed. But he can forget how badly he also needs to tell the truth. We cannot know the truth unless we ourselves are conformed to it.
Men still admire sincerity today. They admire it, perhaps, not for the sake of the truth that it protects, but simply because it is an attractive quality for a person to have. They like to be sincere, not because they love the truth,
But because if they are thought to be sincere, people will love them. You're always asking, what is truth? And then crucifying the truth that stands before our eyes.
Since we have asked the question, let us answer it. It's curious that our whole world is consumed with the desire to know what things are, and actually does find out a tremendous amount about their physical constitution.
And verifies its findings. It still does not know whether or not there is such thing as truth. Objective truth is a reality that is found both within and outside of ourselves, to which our minds can be conformed. We must know this truth, and we must manifest it by our words and acts.
The fact that men are constantly talking shows that they need the truth, and that they depend on their mutual witness in order to get the truth formed and confirmed in their own minds.
the fact that men spend so much time talking about nothing, or telling each other lies that they have heard from one another, or wasting time in scandal
and detraction and calumny and scurrility and ridicule shows that our minds are deformed with a kind of contempt for reality.
Instead of conforming ourselves to what is, we twist everything around.
And our words and our thoughts to fit our own deformity. How difficult it is for us to be sincere with one another
when we do not know each other or ourselves. Sincerity is impossible without humility and supernatural love. I cannot be candid with other men unless I understand myself, and unless I am prepared to do everything possible in order to understand them. It takes more courage than we imagine to be perfectly simple with other men. My understanding of them is always clouded by the reflection of myself,
which I cannot help seeing in them. Your idea of me is fabricated with materials you have borrowed from other people and from yourself. What you think of me depends on what you think of yourself. Perhaps you create your idea of me out of material that you would like to eliminate from your own idea of yourself. Perhaps your idea of me is a reflection of what other people think of you.
Or perhaps what you think of me is simply what you think I think of you. We must somehow strip ourselves of our greatest illusions about ourselves, frankly recognize in how many ways we are unlovable,
descend into the depths of our being until we come to the basic reality that is in us,
and learn to see that we are lovable after all, in spite of everything. This is a difficult job. We must accept the fact that we are not who we would like to be. The whole question of sincerity, then, is basically a question of love and fear. The man who is selfish, Nero, who loves little and fears much that he will not be loved, can never be deeply sincere.
Even though he may sometimes have a character that seems to be frank on the surface, in his depths he will always be involved in duplicity. He will deceive himself in his best
and most serious intentions. Nothing he says or feels about love,
whether human or divine, can safely be believed until his love
be purged,
at least
of its basest
and most unreasonable fears.
And the answer is in this song that I always sing.